folks, welcome back again to Calvin's Guide Game. Today I'm continuing on with my top 100 games of all time. We're at 30 to 21. But before we get started, if you hadn't pressed that subscribe button, man, hit that subscribe button. Hey, hit a like button if you liked the video. And if you've liked the series of my top 100 board games of all time, leave me a comment, tell me what some of your favorites are. And also maybe what you think I ranked too high or maybe too low. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. My number 30 is Dungeons and Dragons board games. It could be any of them. I have them kind of right here behind me. Legends of Drizzt, Castle Ravenloft, Wrath of Chardalon, Tomb of Annihilation. Doesn't matter which one. They all have a great system. I enjoy playing them. You're moving through a dungeon. Excuse me. You're fighting monsters. Each person controls a set of monsters that have attacked them or whatever, and they attack on their turn. It doesn't attack every turn, just attacks on their turn. So it could affect other players, it could affect themselves, but I really like the system of the Dungeons and Dragons board games. So that's why that's my number 30 pick. Kind of cheated, I put about 3 games on there, but oh well. My number 29 is Zombicide Black Plague. Now, when this game came out, I played this a lot. I finally picked up a copy for myself. I played a lot of at the board game store where I go, Three Sons Unlimited. Played a lot with my board game group. I really enjoyed this game. We played it quite a bit. Never played through the full campaign of it, but we played it, enjoyed it, continue to play it to this day. That's why, and you know, Zombicide, you're going through and there's hordes and hordes of zombies coming. And what I really like about it is the, what do they call it? Fog of war, where you don't know, like you kick down a door, then the zombies spawn, you don't know what's in there. So I really like that as well. Zombicide Black Plague, we've always had a great time playing it, and it is a great game. That's why it's my number 29, Zombicide Black Plague. Number 28 is a game I only played once, maybe twice. Excuse me, is Tapestry. Number 28 is Tapestry. Tapestry is an interesting game for me. I'm not a big trying to go up these trek thingies or what do you call them? I guess tech trees. But this one really worked for me. I enjoyed going up the tech trees. I enjoyed trying to get the bonuses for collecting things that you were trying to collect, the little houses or buildings or whatever. Found this game very interesting. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I only played it once or twice, but it did make a good impact on me. And that's Tapestry, my number 28, which I hope to get one day. All right, number 27 is Robinson Crusoe, Adventures on the Cursed Island. Now, Robinson Crusoe is a brutal cooperative game. Cooperative. And I also want to mention Dungeons and Dragons games are cooperative, so is Zombicide Black Plague. But we're on Robinson Crusoe, Adventure on the Cursed Island, number 27. It is a cooperative game. Very, very difficult to play. Not play, but to win. Guys, I have yet to win this game. I got close. Got really close once, and I think I actually screwed up a rule. But I got close. Even with screwing up a rule, in my favor, I still couldn't beat the game. So, if you like a challenging, cooperative game, I like the adventure style of it. You're going out exploring new tiles. I like maybe something that happens will come back to bite you with the decision that you make. It may come back either to help you or hurt you in the future. I like this system a lot. It's a lot of fun. It is punishing. It is brutal. Guys, I really enjoy Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. That's why it's my number 27. Number 26 is a game that I got kind of introduced to by a friend of ours in the game group, Erica. She introduced me to Awkward Guest. Awkward Guest is my number 26. This game just blew Clue out of the water for me. I love deduction games. I like trying to figure out who done it. Awkward Guest does this in a unique way where it has cards. It's almost Clue-esque. I'm going to tell you. You have rooms and you're trying to find out who did it, what they did it with, and why did they do it? What was the reason they murdered this person? So the murder always takes place in one area. I think it's the study, maybe? I'm not sure. Can't remember. But it's always in the same place. That's why you come up with the who did it, the reason they did it, and what they did it with. But it works on an app. So you get to guess by the app. Include you had to open the envelope, and it ruined you if you got it wrong. You didn't get to play anymore. So here, you get to guess on the app who did it, what was the weapon, and what was the reason. And if you're wrong, it just tells you you're wrong, and you can continue playing. Now, you don't get to guess on your next turn right away, but you can on the following turns. Guys, this game is fantastic. You're handing clues to people, but not by cards. So if somebody hands you 4 cards, you may only give them 2 back because it's a point value system. How relative is the clue that you needed or that you're getting? Guys, this game is absolutely awesome. I don't think it gets enough love, but Awkward Guest definitely blew Clue out of the water for me. That's why it's my number 26. And if you haven't played Awkward Guest, get it to find somebody that owns it and get it to the table. All right, my number 25 is a fabulous game, also cooperative. I absolutely love this game, although there are more games I like even better than this one. So, number 25 is Dead of Winter, a Crossroads game. You guys see I have a Dead of Winter's poster here. I love Dead of Winter. I think this game is phenomenal. I like the aspect of there could be a traitor in the game, somebody that's trying to sabotage or helping everyone survive in the colony. So you start out with a survivor, 2 survivors. You got 1 leader and 1 person following you, and you're in the colony. You go out to different locations trying to get things that you need to accomplish your small, immediate goal, and then trying to get to your ultimate goal. Guys, this game is awesome. I enjoy it so much. We play it quite a bit. I think it's a fabulous game. I like the crossroads cards because the person to your left will be drawing a crossroad cards, and if you do something that triggers that card, the game kind of halts. You take care of whatever it is, and then you move on, which I truly, truly enjoy. Guys, if you haven't played Dead of Winter, I don't know where you've been. You must have been under a rock because this game is phenomenal. That's why Dead of Winter is my number 25. Number 24 is a larger game called Scythe. Scythe is a game I enjoy. It's over here on my shelf somewhere. Anyway, it's around here somewhere. Scythe, excuse me, I got some tickle in my throat. Scythe is a game, it's not necessarily a conquering game. You can conquer, but it's a resource gathering, and the more you do on your private board, the more things that you can accomplish. And you're picking an action each turn on this board, but you can't do the same action twice. You have to move your person to a new location. And you're moving your troops and your stuff to another area. So it's almost like getting more area, but warring is not necessarily a thing in here. You can, but it doesn't always benefit you. But getting the resources, if somebody leaves some resources behind, you can swoop in and take those resources because they're left where they are. Guys, this game is really, really good. That's why Scythe is my number 24. Not to mention the artwork is fabulous on the cards and some of the other things. I like the little minis, the mechs, the things that are in there. Really, really enjoy Scythe. It's my number 24. Number 23 is kind of a newer game to me, but it made such a big impression on me. I really, really liked it. And it is Red Outpost. Red Outpost is a Soviet Union game. The Soviet Union had went to Mars. The ship crashed. And then you, as a group of people, are trying to build a... You're trying to build a communist style, I guess. Everything is kind of... Everybody owns everything, kind of. But you have control over all these people. But your influence... You have to put an influence marker when you control a person. when you move them to do a certain thing. And some people like to do things better than others. It'll either make them happy or unhappy. And that slides the marker on that person either up or down, which gives victory points. So you controlling that person this time, somebody else may control him next, and you make the person happy. Next time somebody can control them, make them unhappy. But whoever has the controlling interest in that person by using them gets the negative or positive effect. Guys, it's a pretty interesting game. I can't really explain it real well right now because I don't have the time. But there's spots on the board that you can go to, like I said, that will get you resources, get you things. But the resources don't belong to you. They belong to the collective. So if I collect some resources, but the person next to me that's taking their turn wants to use those resources, all they have to do is go there, use the resources, and do something with them. They may gain victory points. They may gain a card. They may do something that's going to benefit them, but not necessarily you. Guys, this game is very, very interesting. Red Outpost. It's a Soviet Union going to Mars, trying to build a settlement on Mars. Very interesting concept, very interesting game. That's why 23 Red Outpost is there. Red Outpost is my number 23. Kind of got that backwards. Anyway, Red Outpost is my number 23. All right, let's move on to my number 22. My number 22 is Legends of Andor. It's right there. Legends of Andor is... it's one of the weirdest... I don't want to say weirdest. It's an adventure game, okay? But it's one of the weirdest games as in you don't necessarily want to kill the bad guys. And I've never played a lot of games where you didn't want to kill the bad guys, right? You always want to kill the bad guys. But in this one, if you kill the bad guys, you're pushing that time track up. The more you push the time track up, the less time you have to complete the mission. And the mission could be bringing an herb to the castle or whatever. But in that, you're trying to keep the creatures out of the castle because they're moving towards the castle and you're trying to keep them from overrunning the castle. Guys, this game is it is a cooperative game and it is fantastic. I like that the way you have to balance of taking out an enemy or not taking out an enemy before they get to the castle. Doing other things on your turn to try to manipulate certain things. Guys, this game is fantastic. I also bought some expansions for it, so I really like the game. When I buy an expansion for a game, I really enjoy it. So, Legends of Andor is my number 22. My number 21, the last one for this list, is Legacy of Dragonholt. If you folks love D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, actual role-playing game, I think you would enjoy this game because you don't have to have a dungeon master for this one. Legacy of Dragonholt is a story-driven game. There's a lot of reading in here, but the stories really bring you into the world. It describes everything from the flowers, to the food, to the drink, to the characters. It is such an immersive storytelling game. And then when you get to the city of Dragonholt, you get to run around the city and things, you visit all the shops and things. Now, some of the shops may be closed because you're going too early, or some of the shops may be closed because you went too late. So, or you're supposed to meet someone, but you didn't get there early enough because time had passed. It tells you when to pass time. It tells you what you get for doing certain things. There's decisions to be made in here, and if you have a certain attribute, it helps you with the decision. If you don't, then maybe you have to take the more negative decision instead of the more positive one. But what's really cool about this game is one person cannot make all the decisions. Now, they can probably say, hey, you should probably make decisions. But once one person makes their decision and they've decided to go and they've finished out the decision-making process of their turn, they flip their token over. They're no longer making decisions anymore. They can still input to the group, but they don't get to make that final decision. The person who has control makes the final decision. So You can make a bad decision all on your own, or you can make a great decision all on your own. It's up to you. Guys, Legacy of Dragonholt, my number 21, is a fabulous game. And if you've never played it, you need to find it. Get it to the table. If you like those storytelling games and the role-playing games, I think you will enjoy it. Guys, that's my 30 to 21. We're getting closer to number 1. We're going to be in my top 20 on the next video. Guys, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, watching, and passing this video along to other people that might be interested. Guys, I absolutely love doing these videos. I'm not great at it. I'm not better than there's 10,000 other people on here probably do a better job than I do, but I just enjoy doing it. I like to tell you about the games I like to play. So, as I always say, get a board game to the table, spend time with your friends and family, and thank you for watching Calvin's Guide Game.